See, I've got a full collection of loose retros that all got bought new. I can't not get them. I have to have the full collection.
Yeah.
So if I don't buy these four, then I'm not complete, and then they're gonna,
Yep.
So
retros. I've never collected retros, so it was a no from me. But they look great.
They
look really
good.
Cool
news with the retros was that the next release is going to be, they're going to stick with 80s legends.
Oh, great! Awesome.
So there won't be any modern. They haven't said who yet. There was a hint, but I didn't really understand the hint, so I don't know who it is. But
okay, fair enough.
If anyone knows, let us know in the comments.
Next up, a company called Foco, F-O-C-O.
What'd you say?
Foco, whatever that's, however you pronounce that.
You can Foco.
They have released or are releasing a WWE limited edition commemorative 1980 set featuring 8 of our favorite legends. And we've got Hogan, Andre the Giant, Jake the Snake, Rowdy Roddy Piper, Macho Man, Sheiky Baby, Sergeant Slaughter, and Ultimate Warrior. These look bloody sensational. What do you think?
They look cool. Not for me, but they look really cool. Is it just me, or does Rowdy Roddy Piper kind of look like Ronda Rousey?
A little bit.
I know she wears the same attire,
but
because he's got the longer hair, I just think it kind of looks like Ronda. And I don't love the head on Hulk. His hair's too long.
I'm going to say, has there ever been a bad figure made of Jake the Snake?
No, never.
Like he's just. I'm going to steal a word from the Major Wrestling Figure podcast, boys. Toyetic. Oh. There's not a bad figure of Jake the Snake ever.
Are you trying to do an audition to get a spot on their show?
Oh, please. Well, I started off with a bang at the start, so maybe not.
Very cool. How much are they? Do you know?
No, I don't think I saw the price. But if you go online, foco.com.au or foco.com, it'll be there. Check it out.
Make sure you don't type that in wrong. You might end up on a different site.
Yeah. Next up, we've got Chella Toys and FC Toys with their Axe and Smash from Demolition. Now, these look pretty cool.
Yeah, very cool. I like the Smash with the ring gear. This was actually the face paint of the original Hasbro that wasn't made.
On Smash?
Yeah, I'm sure. If you look at the drawings of Smash, the intent originally was to have the red and yellow face paint.
Yeah, right. Okay.
But they ended up going with the red, yellow, and white.
Yeah.
So with very little yellow. Remember, they sort of started red and yellow, and then the longer they were into WWF, they became more red and white and black.
Yeah. I'm going to say this, and I know a lot of people have commented on it, but I'd like to see these new companies like Heels and Faces. I want them to make people that weren't made, wrestlers that weren't made. We've got Demolition.
Mm.
And truth be told, I don't collect Chella Toys. That's just not for me. But we've got an Axe and Smash Hasbro-esque type figure. I don't feel we need more, even though they look great and kudos to them. I just don't see the point in having more. And they advertised today another Sabu.
Yeah.
There's plenty of Sabus already done. I don't know. It just doesn't make sense.
You know,
I feel
I did my first Chella order the other day.
Oh, did you?
So I've ordered a Atom Bomb with the removable glasses.
Yep.
And a Davy Boy. So a Dynamite Kid.
Dynamite Kid, okay. Dynamite Kid, I get.
I just want to get them in hand and see what they're like. Yeah. It's more the
curiosity. I think their heads are soft.
Really?
I think so, yeah.
I think your head's a bit soft.
Mate, it is tonight. If anyone's listening or watching right now, let us know if they are soft head figures. I thought I heard somewhere they were.
The other thing is with those is I know that Aaron Shredder has got his, so maybe he'll know if they've got soft heads.
Okay, cool.
Somebody's suggesting in the comments a Barry Horowitz figure. I've got a feeling that's in the planning for one of the companies. I'm sure I saw that somewhere. Okay. He won the Intercontinental title, didn't he? I'm sure Barry Horowitz won the Intercontinental title.
I don't know. Steve Campbell will know for sure. For sure.
The beard of knowledge.
All right, next up, these are pretty cool. The UFC Bigshots Series 2 are now out for pre-order or order. But we've got Chuck Liddell, Dustin Poirier, George St. Pierre in both fight gear and walkout gear. and Sugar Sean O'Malley. Now, they're very wrestling buddy esque. They look sensational. We're showing a picture here now of the Iceman, Chuck Liddell. Looks awesome. Looks really, really good. I think they are close to the real thing. It's like being in the octagon, mate.
Yes, very nice. I like your pun there on the old Tonka ones. Not for me. I've got enough cuddle toys, but I'm sure you'll get that one, won't you, James? Yeah.
But they go nicely with your blow-up toys, don't they?
Well, the ones you sent me, or the ones that I sent you?
Now this is huge news, mate, and I do not know how he finds these things. Our good friend Sean NG from over in China, have you heard about this?
Yeah.
He's picked up one of the Hasbro Grails, and it's up there in the top 3 Hasbro Grails ever. So basically, someone reached out to him with a whole bunch of mint on card figures. They weren't mint; they're a bit beat up, and they were all originally green standard tag card backs, right? Because on the back of the card, you can see the residue, of the sticky tape that holds the card on. None of the carded figures had the green tag, unfortunately, but the price that the guy was asking for them, Sean didn't see the value. He said, "Look, I'll just take Bret the Hitman Hart," and he got it for under I think $200 US. And he didn't realize till he looked at it again. It's a black painted elbow pad, and the stars on the boots are painted black. So it's the actual, I guess, what would you call it? I don't know if it's a pre-production, but it's an advertised Bret Hart, but they didn't release it. So the original comes with the pink elbow pads and the pink stars on the boots. So
would this figure here, it's rarer than the Moonbelly.
It's rarer than the Moonbelly. So we're talking here, for a $200 investment or just under, this figure here is easily a $20,000 US figure.
He's got to get it graded now.
He's done it again, our good mate Sean. That is the find of God knows how long. But yeah.
How would you feel if you were the guy that sold it?
Stupid.
Why wouldn't you do your research? If I had something that I wasn't sure of the value, I'd actually ask a few people, not just one or two, and say, "Hey, what do you think this is worth?" And somebody will give you an honest answer.
Yeah. But, but to be fair, when Sean showed it to me, I didn't pick up on it straight away.
Yeah.
Because he showed me the back. I was like, "Oh, that's a green standard tag for sure. If it had the tag, that's a big ticket item." And then I looked at it again and went, "Hang on a minute, black elbow pads. That's a pre-production piece."
Yeah.
So
amazing. I've been considering, this is a bit controversial, selling my graded 85 Purple Heart Bret the Hitman.
Oh, why?
I just don't need it. It's just sitting there.
What do you mean?
I'm not a big Hitman fan.
Okay.
So I want to upgrade. I want to get my Macho back.
Oof, okay.
So watch this space.
Has our good friend Nathan Tabiri, has he got a graded Hitman?
He has. He's probably got a graded Hitman, but I don't reckon he'd have a graded Purple Heart. And the only thing is, he has got a graded Macho. Yeah, the one I sold him, but it's a 70. There. It's a 70 though, or 75.
Just take it out of the box and just get a case for it.
I don't know. I can't make a decision. It's too hard. Hey, something I wanted to share. I saw this on a online retailer in Australia called Robo Toys.
Robo Toys, yeah.
And they're re-releasing the Centurions figures.
Wow.
So, do you remember the Centurions?
Yeah, I do, mate.
So I took a couple of quick images there. Those ones are really popular. So the Centurions figures are super collectible now.
Yeah.
The originals, but they're redoing them. They're not cheap. So they're coming at $345 for the set.
Wow.
But they're doing a pre-order. So if anyone was a bit like me, I used to love Centurions as a kid.
I remember the cartoon. Yeah. I vaguely remember the toys.
They had lots of bits that could click into the toy, but I lost them all. I had one. I had Max Ray, the green guy. So,
Yeah.
But it was always one of those shows that was only on TV at random times. So you get up to put the TV on, put the cartoons on, and you'd never see Centurion. Then one weekend it'd be on 3 times. You'd be like, yes. Then never see it again on Agro's Cartoon Connection.
Yeah, Agro's Cartoon. That was a great show.
Right.
Well, anything else from you for community news, mate?
That's all, mate. I've got it all through.
All right. Well, let's hear a word from our major sponsor.
The Wrestling with Figs podcast is proudly supported by Go Figure Collectibles.
I can't believe this.
Go Figure Collectibles have been established for over 20 years and have an extensive range of wrestling figures, DVDs, and merchandise. Go Figure Collectibles offers a huge variety of pop culture items such as Funko Pops, statues, TV, movie, and video game memorabilia, and so much more.
It's a fact for you, mate.
For all the Wrestling with Figs podcast listeners and Figs Down Under community members, use code FDU5 to save 5% off your next purchase store-wide.
You're gonna be joking me!
5%, yeah. Visit them online at gofigurecollectibles.com.au, or if you're in the Melbourne area, go check out the store on 104 Bakers Road, Coburg, North Victoria, and say g'day to Jeff and the team.
G'day, mates.
Support local and support Go Figure Collectibles, who continue to do great things for the collecting community down under.
And go.
We love Go Figure Collectibles, and this week's item of choice that I wanted to talk about, which we spoke about at the top of the show, was the Royal Rumble Elite Series. Now, I've got a picture here of the Earthquake, which I have ordered one, which I'll talk more at in our merch purge segment. But I guess it's a figure that you didn't know you needed until you saw it. Hey,
I need it, and the one thing I love about this is the Canadian flag on his chest.
Yeah, it's such
I don't know why.
figure.
I don't know why. Now, can you imagine, though, going back into the 80s and early 90s, and you got big Earthquake there, can you imagine telling him that a blue leotard was what he was going to wear in the wrestling? Now, if you watch today, so you watch the wrestling now, if the guys are slightly bigger, they very rarely put them in form-fitting clothes. They put them in T-shirts and looser pants and things like that. Whereas back then, they just strapped this bloke into a leotard who was 300 kilos and said, go and sit on people's chests. So, but the figure, it absolutely epitomizes what he looked like to me as a kid. Angry face, terrible balding head with long hair at the back, Canadian flag, and even better with this series is you get the Build-A-Figure as well. Yeah. 2 good Build-A-Figures, the Jimmy Hart in this one and the Vince McMahon in the other series that's come out.
Yeah, I'd like to get that Vince McMahon. Jimmy Hart, I've already got a couple of him, but don't need another one of Jimmy Hart.
Would you like me to do a rant later on about where my Vince McMahon Build-A-Figures? I bought all 4 of those from Ringside because I wasn't sure whether they'd come out here. And it's still in America waiting to be put through customs, and it's been there since the 17th of December.
Oh, wow. Good.
And when I messaged FedEx, they said they can't find it. And when I messaged Ringside, they said they don't care. So
they literally said they don't care.
They said once it's handed into FedEx, there's nothing they can do, and you just have to wait till it gets there, and it's all shipping's fault, nothing to do with them.
Yeah, wow. Okay.
For me, that's consumer talk for we don't care.
Well, on that note, let's go into merch purge.
Dude, I went down to the shops to pick up some fruit and veg. I couldn't help myself. Went down to the toy aisle. You never believe what I got. What you get? What you get? I got some figs. What you get? What you get? Found some figs.
Who wants to go first, mate? You or myself?
I'll go first. It'll be quick. I don't have anything. I have nothing. Okay. I have had. I was going to show my new shoes because I got some cool shoes. I got some Kyrie Irving kicks for work. However, I just thought, no, we'll leave the shoes. I have at least 6 purchases being shipped here that have all taken about 3 weeks, and they're not here yet, and all in Australia.
Wow.
So the last time we did the pod, I'd ordered something from our mate Jacob over at Wrestling Figures Australia, and he shipped it pretty much that day, and it's still not here yet. Not on Jacob, so please don't take that as a sign against Jacob. It's just Australia Post is so slow. It gets to one place, and like if you're not in New South Wales, pretty much all shipping seems to be running through New South Wales to WA at the moment. So things get